Hey everyone, happy Thursday. Is it me or these days are just going really like really fast? Because first of all, we're on the 9th day of July. And July just started the other day. And I had a busy morning this morning. I had a thing that I had to do. And this is the best part of doing what I do, especially when I have to work with artistry, is being outside. The weather was so hi Sammy. The weather was so good. And hey, billionaire, how are you doing? Yeah, so just talking about like I had a long morning, which is really good because I'm working on this project. And the best part about working and doing what I do is being outside. So, because it's been raining, it's been cold, and I just don't like being outside at all, like when it's that kind of weather. So, I got to work outside. We did a bit of filming, we talked, and then there was a cafeteria where we were. And then at the end of the day, like that part of my morning, I just decided, you know what, I'm just gonna have ice cream, and ice cream is the best thing. And since Simply in Kirota is here, if you're based in Nairobi, there's a Zumba thing. I posted it the other day, but I will post it again. But just follow her, and there's a Zumba. It's called Tukofiti. So just look for it. Do you guys have an Instagram page? I don't know if you're still online or not. Let me know. Anyway, yeah. So it's just been an interesting week. And I'm gonna be wrapping it up tomorrow. Um, Basically, I'm only working in the morning again, and then I have my afternoon off because I have other things to do. So, why has it been an interesting week? Because it is a new month and new things just keep coming. And now with this healing journey, it's been really interesting in how you know the way things come up that you think about and you're embarrassed about, and then you're like, am I crazy for feeling that way? And then you realize that that's actually how you're feeling, and it's okay to honor it. Because sometimes when we have these feelings, we're always pushing them away and we're thinking, maybe I shouldn't feel that way. But I always say feel the feelings, and just know that feelings are visitors. They're there to be felt. But they can check it out in my, it's Zumbathon. Okay, so Kirota says they can check it out in, I call her billionaire because she is like, if you tell me you want to own a ranch, I call you a rancher. Hey Kaine, if you tell me you're gonna be a billionaire, so I'm calling her a billionaire. So if you're based in Nairobi, there's a Zumbathon app happening. It's Saturday 18th, so that's next week. So just follow her at Simply in Kirote. And by the way, Kaine is an amazing, she's an amazing photographer. I've used her photography in one of my posts, so you need to check her out. And if you're based in Nairobi and you want like really good shots of yourself in a natural setting, she has a really good camera. And sometimes it's not even the camera that takes the best pictures, it is the person, because the energy behind the camera. So anyway, back to the story. Why is this like an interesting week? As a healer, I do work on myself all the time. And yesterday I'd mentioned that I started the practice of Ho'oponopono because a friend of mine had told me about it like in 2015. And that time I was going through a lot. And I went to a website, and you're welcome. I went to a website and I saw this site, and I just didn't get it. Because you know, it was those old sites that are made early 2000s. You know how they are? And then you're like, okay, I don't understand this whole concept. But then I realized that I wasn't even ready, because sometimes you find concepts in your life and then you realize that you're actually not ready to receive whatever it is that's happened then. And then now recently I decided to do it because like when I'm doing the healing work, oh yeah, and follow her, it's at Gario Mbambazi. That's Kindness Instagram handle. So because I work on people, I also have to do work on myself, and it's a continuous process. Because the thing is, just because a doctor can, they can treat themselves, but the healing work, they also need someone to help them diagnose, because maybe they suspect. But people also have to look at things from a different perspective. And the reason why I practice different healing techniques is because there are certain techniques that may not may be comfortable to me or you, So that way then I know how I can help you, because when people come to me for the healing sessions, I tell them, okay, so what do you think about this? How do you feel about this? And if they feel okay with it, they can try it. But Ho'oponopono has four concepts, and it has basically it's learning to forgive yourself. And even if it's like 10 minutes, 12 minutes, I have like the tears when I close my eyes and I remember some of the things that I have done. It's just been crazy. So the four concepts of Ho'oponopono is I'm sorry, please forgive me, I thank you, and I love you. So it's like basically you're saying sorry to whatever your intention is. So for me, my intention this week was to ensure that, for selling myself short in certain situations. So it was forgiving myself for selling myself short, and then I said, I'm sorry, please forgive me. It's like forgive myself. Um, thank you for accepting the apology, and I love you. That's my concept. Someone can say something else, but that's what I got from it. And I keep repeating the phrase over and over and over again. And you can find some free videos on YouTube that help you with that. Some are just basic. They'll be like, okay, yeah, you say this phrase and you put a timer on and you do it for 10 minutes. But there's some people who will actually meditate and do it with you. And just 12 minutes, like memories pop up. I'm just crying. But then after that, I feel better, and I feel strengthened. So if you're going through something, and that's also another method, like a free method of healing. Some people actually do practitioner. They practice, or they're practitioners of Ho'oponopono. It's a Hawaiian concept, by the way. Sorry, I didn't mention that. But yeah, it's a Hawaiian concept, and it's, to be honest, like I remember when I heard about it 5 years ago, I was just like, "What is this? Like, I don't get it." But now I get it, and I think it's like the quickest way when you're having that bad day and you're like, "I need, I need to de-stress. Meditation is not helping me, and I just need to find a way out." So I'd recommend, just look for there's some really good short videos, maybe 12 minutes, 10 minutes, but they say minimum you can start with 10 minutes. And just like meditation, you keep increasing in all that. And the reason why it's important to always do healing work regularly, it's like for me it's like become a concept like brushing my teeth. So I do it every day, even if it's like a few minutes, because you know, if you don't brush your teeth, you're gonna get layers of, all that nasty stuff, and you're gonna get cavities and stuff. And it's the same thing with when you need your healing practices, because there's some things that we do in our lives that are not very very good for us. And it's the same thing I also ask with people, is like when they do their work, let's say it's activism and all these things. Because the thing is, if you're also so used to, because I don't believe in trauma bonding, to be honest. Hey Tasha, hey, how you doing? So to be honest, like if you really know what you're doing, like with activists, sometimes, there's that trauma bonding. So it's like, I was a victim, you're a victim, and then we discuss that thing, and then we bond over it, and then we're like, oh yeah, I hate this, I hate this, I hate that. But then how are you transcending from that situation? How are you making it better? And the thing that I've also had to deal with certain activists, or like people that have come to me for healing, is like, when things change, how are you able to actually transcend from being the victim, and that problem isn't there anymore? So people also need to transition. So that's the same way why I always tell people, healing and finding practices that work for you every day is always necessary, no matter what, right? And this is why I always encourage people. I know meditation is never something like, for some people, it's not something that they do. But I tell people, you know what? It's not that hard. The only thing that you need to always have is an intention, and that makes it easier. And whatever thoughts come, let them come. Whether it's 5 minutes, put your timer on. But I also have a free meditation prompt or meditation thing that you can download from my website. It's absolutely free. So just go to my links in my bio. You'll find you'll find it on my website. It's absolutely free because it's a free 5 minute meditation. Click on that, download, you got it, and you got my voice leading you into a meditation for 5 minutes, and you're done with, and you can keep repeating it over and over and again, and that's my gift to you. So this week has really been interesting because I've had I had a healing client, some healing clients this week, and I had another one. But sometimes it's like it's never the same as the last time, and sometimes it can be even more. I won't say it's more powerful than the next one, but it's just like, the more you do, like it's like riding a bike, or driving. It's these things that you can, they're good drivers and they're bad drivers. So when you're conscious about because driving is not about being at the back of the car, right? You got your license, you can drive, but do you know who has the right of way? Do you know what those signs mean? Do you know how to drive when it's rainy and slippery, or where there's ice? What to do that when you're driving on ice, or you're driving on a slippery road, that you're not supposed to push the brakes too hard, because then it'll make the car swerve. So what you need to do when it's raining is, when you're driving, is to drive on a smaller gear, and when you're about to brake, you brake gradually, not all in one go, and not to drive too fast, because that also, you won't be able to lose control. And even if the speed limit says maybe 100, reduce it by 20, maybe to 80, or if it's 80 to 60, so that you have that brake time. So that's the thing that's what I talk about, like when it comes to healing. It's about, yes, I may know how to drive, but I have to deepen my practice, not for me only, but I really want the people who come to me, when they leave, they feel really like they've been helped, and that they don't feel like they need to be looking back, like at the rearview mirror, that whatever it is that they were scared of, or whatever it is that they had, would come back again. So yeah. But on that note, I haven't been writing much. I was supposed to be working on something this year. I was supposed to release a book, but so many things took over, and this took priority. But I am enjoying myself. Yesterday, in the evening, I actually ended up watching the Parasite movie. It's a Korean movie. Oh my god, it was one of those things that in your mind you're like, what? Like yeah. If you haven't watched the movie, it's very well written. If you're really into writing, and if you're into good cinematography and storytelling, it was very touching, and it spoke about the complexities of being human. And it made me think a lot about things. The thing that I took about from the whole movie, without giving too much away, is that sometimes when you're given that opportunity to rise, just keep rising, and don't try to pull everyone up with you at the same time, because they might end up pulling you down. So try your best to do what you can now, and then when you're there and you have a better foundation, then you're able to help others come up as well. And that was what I took from that. But I guess I just came to say hello. It's Thursday, the weekend's coming soon, and I just wanted to say hi, and I hope that you're doing well, your heart is well, you're healthy, you're happy wherever you are, and I will see you soon. And just remember, if you're into meditation or you want to try it, just check out my website, or you can find the link on my bio. You can just download that 5 minute meditation for free. And and if you would like a healing session, just contact a girl, DM me, and I got you. And I have an offer until the 15th of July if you're interested. So it's at a very reduced price, which will not be happening anytime soon. But yeah, let me know, DM me, and we can speak about that. Take care, everyone. Bye.